Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. We're going to do a love reading today, taking a look at what is going on with the person you were dealing with. Remember, though, it is a general reading, so it won't be for everyone, unfortunately. Take what resonates and leave the rest. However, if you are interested in personal readings, I still have a half-price sale on probably until the end of the week when I will be launching my new website. Link for that is in the description box below. Overall energy of the reading is the Nine of Pentacles. Someone has someone on a pedestal here. We've got the main focus here is the Two of Cups. So there is definitely something here more around, or at least a message for you single Pisceans, where there's like a very strong connection may actually be coming in here unexpected. However, there's also a kind of feeling here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups where someone really admires, looks up to you, has you on a pedestal, kind of someone who, because the energy of the Nine of Pentacles is one to do with affluence, spoiling, it's the finer things in life. Someone here who's like going to perhaps shower you with affection, in this case with the Two of Cups. Could be a very important gift or surprise as well, potentially for you. There is a feeling here, though, that there's someone that literally worships the ground you walk on. Blocks and challenges here are the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups. Usually two cards to do with potentially reconciliation. However, because I feel like there's some reason actually, Pisces, why you may not want to fully let this person in. So either this is a past connection that hurt you, or they're already entangled in something else and you're kind of like, I'm not entertaining that whilst you're still involved with someone. Part of the Nine of Pentacles energy, though, is someone who's single and available, and particularly with the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups showing up here, that would indicate either they weren't emotionally available in the past, or you weren't allowing yourself to be emotionally available to this person based on what they were able to offer to you. But if there was another connection in the way, this person is single. If they were just unemotionally available in the past, then they're showing up here and showering you with affection. There's like a heavy focus on emotions, feelings. Their intentions are the Seven of Swords, and the Strength card, the infinity symbol there. For some reason, I get the feeling you definitely don't fully trust this person. Once bitten, twice shy. If they're in another connection and they're coming on strong towards you, Pisces, I would say not to be careful, but I don't think they're single or fully detached yet. That Seven of Swords energy, though, makes me think that they pulled back or ghosted you previously. And as I say that, we've got the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups here. Are they still at a distance? because we've got regret and remorse with that 5 of Cups. For those of you where they're dealing with, they're already in a connection, they're making like a declaration here that you are the one, and they are absolutely going to end that connection. If you're like, okay, mate, sure, whatever, I think that's probably the best approach, because I'm kind of like, it's frustrating for someone to be coming on heavy emotionally when there's still a third party energy standing in the way, and it's like, okay, but you're not in a position to follow through on that, so why not come to me correct, or don't come to me at all. If what you say is really true and I am the one, then get rid of the other one and then come back to me, and then maybe we can talk. Because I feel like there's a resistance on your end, which I feel is the correct thing to do though, and is like a defense mechanism, because either this person still isn't in a place or position where they can follow through with that promise, or I think you've heard this from them before, but then as the two of you got closer, they started to close off. They became emotionally unavailable. Where does this energy go? Because they're coming on very heavily and kind of very intense. We've got the Moon card, we've got the Tower, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Where does the energy go after that? We've got the Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Devil. There is a potential long-term stable partnership between you and this person, Pisces. Their energy is some of the most intense I've seen in a while. They are 100% going to love bomb you, but the issue here is either they're still in a connection or relationship, and it's like, don't try me like this. Don't say these things when you're not in a position yet to follow through. They will. So I feel you kind of holding them at bay. And if you do that, they will then end that connection. It would have been nice if they'd waited until they'd ended the connection, then said it to you, but they will do that. For those of you where you were really getting close to this person and then they shut down and potentially let you go with the Five of Cups, and now they're saying you are the one and that they're emotionally available now, make them work for it. Because again, I think you're kind of like, yeah, that's what I thought before, but you made a bit of fool of me, or I ended up getting myself hurt because I really opened up to you emotionally. Then you shut down and abandoned the connection. Make them work for it, whichever way it is, a little bit. However, it does seem this person's energy is not going anywhere, and they will actually follow through. And there is a real outpouring here of what this person feels for you. And they definitely feel very intensely for you. I hate what I feel a lot of the time that is a common BS excuse that sometimes people say is that, oh, and sometimes they do if they're like an emotionally avoidant. I would say a lot of the times this is an excuse, but for a certain smaller percentage, it is true that the more intensely they feel a connection, the harder it is to deal with. So sometimes then they push it away, versus if they're just dealing with someone where there's a physical attraction, but not much intensity or not much on the emotional side, then they don't feel the need to pull away. But this person is going to love bomb you heavy. say that you're kind of the one, they are emotionally available now, but there's a need here for them to prove that they actually, that it is true, it is the case, because I feel you're kind of like a little resistant or defensive over this, which I think is the correct approach at the moment, until you can really see that change in them, or they're able to tangibly back up what they're saying to you guys, Pisces. But I do think that most likely there is an actual future with this person and with that Four of Wands energy there. Anyway, Pisces, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, though, it is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. However, if you would like some specific information and answers around your own individual situations, you can check out the sale on personal readings in the description box below. Cheers.